Hi everybody and welcome to Cooking with Dan. Whew! It is hot today. So we are going to make some ice cream. We're going to make some raspberry ripple ice cream. It's a lovely little recipe that I've stolen off the telly and it's really easy. So let's get started. Okay, ingredients for this week we have raspberries, caster sugar, double cream, condensed milk and vanilla essence. It's important that you get double cream. I had to get 3 pots because I didn't have a big enough pot in the store. Condensed milk you usually get in a tin, but this is a squeezy version. And equipment today we'll be using a bowl, a bigger bowl, a fork, an electric mixer, a loaf tin. We can use Tupperware if you want, that's to put the ice cream, and a frying pan and a spatula. Okay, so first things first, we've got to wash our raspberries. We've got 2 packs of raspberries here. I'm putting them in a colander. And I'm going to give them a nice old rinse under the tap, make sure they've got nothing nasty on. Okay, our raspberries are nice and clean. It's time to mash them up a little bit with the fork. We don't want to mash them up too much, but we're just going to squeeze them a little bit, pop some of the berry bits, and this just makes them a little bit easier to cook. If you don't like the seeds, you can get rid of them using a sieve and just use the juice. Okay, so now we want to put 2 tablespoons of caster sugar in with the berries. We have 1 and 2 quite generous helpings of caster sugar there, and we're going to mix this in and then it'll be ready to cook off in the frying pan. Okay, so it's time to cook the sauce. We're going to turn the hob on to a medium-high heat, so that's 6. You might need to go a little bit higher later on, we'll see how it goes. So let's put this in, and what we're looking for here is we're trying to make a little syrup like you'd get at the ice cream truck. So we want the sugar to melt down and almost go into like a jammy kind of consistency, but not quite. So we're looking for a sauce that we can mix in to make the ripple effect. Okay, so now we're cooking this down. It took about 10 minutes to get to the kind of consistency that I want. I'll show you the kind of thing that you're looking for. You basically want like a syrupy sort of thing that could hold its own weight, I guess. You'll see. Okay, because this is nearly there. It's starting to bubble, you'll see it nicely getting hot. Not quite there though, so we'll leave it for a little bit longer. Keep stirring. This is looking a bit better, nearly there, still a little bit thin, but it's looking nice and glossy. This smells absolutely delicious, guys, by the way, so, but it's so hot, so don't taste it. We will need to let this cool down before we layer up the ice cream, so just once it's finished, we'll put it to one side. Okay, so this is the consistency that we're looking for. If you look, I shove it over to the side of the pan and it doesn't flow back. That sort of tells me that it's now a saucy kind of consistency, which is exactly what we want. Okay, so now for the cream. We have 3 pots of double cream and we have some condensed milk. We're going to use about 1/3 of this. I couldn't use tins. Usually you find it in tins, but all I could find was this squeezy tin. Same with this cream, I could only find these small pots, but what you're actually looking for is 600 mils of double cream. That's usually a large pot of double cream that you find in the supermarket. We'll pop all 3 of these in here.
You come in and get a bit. Give me 4 now, so down here.
now it's time for the condensed milk, which I'll squeeze out. Remember, we're using about a third of this, so that's generally a tin.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Cool. Alright.
Right, time to whisk up a little bit. So we're whisking until we get to a creamy texture. But I forgot to put in an ingredient. So we've got to put in some vanilla essence. Just a little bit of this. Just a couple of drops. Oh, there you go. Right, back to whisking. So the consistency you want is like a thick clotted cream. So not quite whipped, just before you get to whipped cream. Just a really thick cream is what we're looking for. I'll show you what that means. But it's starting to, that's just before. It's still sort of dripping off, but quite slowly. A little bit more, but I think that's probably right. Okay, don't do that. Ooh, that looks nice. Okay, so I'll show you with the fork. What we want to have is a really thick consistency that just about drops off. Lovely. Okay, so now it's time to put our ice cream together. We've got our sauce and we've got our pre-mix. Look at that, that's looking tasty. Okay, so we're going to start off, we're going to put a cream on the bottom. We'll get a nice layer of this and spread it so it covers the whole bottom. So I'm using a loaf tin because I thought I had some Tupperware, but I couldn't find it this morning, so we're improvising. But if you've got a Tupperware or an old ice cream thing, that'd work even better. So as you see, I'm putting a layer of drizzled sauce on there, and then I'm going to cover that up with a bit more cream. This is looking lovely. Okay, cover it up and then smooth it over a little bit, just so it's into all the corners. Nice. Now a little bit more sauce. This would help if I had a extra hand. Okay, here goes the rest of our sauce. Get it all on there. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to use this spatula a little bit just to spread it round. We are going to get the rest of the cream on. Just scrape this bowl a little bit more. Okay, don't waste any of the mixture. Make sure it's all on there. And we're just going to spread the cream over the top. Doesn't worry that it's merging with the sauce because we want that. We're actually going to do a bit more of that in just a second. That is looking very nice, and we're going to get our fork from before and we're just going to go in and start swirling. This is the ripple effect. So all those layers now are just mixing together. There's a nice raspberry sauce all the way through the ice cream. You can make it nice and textured on the top. Now that looks delicious. Okay, I have some raspberries left over that I've washed, and I'm just going to use them to decorate. You don't have to do this, but I just thought it looked nice. Okay, that is us done. I'm going to cover that in foil and we are going to put it in the freezer. Okay, so you want to put it in the freezer overnight, really, just to make sure it cools down. Probably doesn't take that long, but just to be safe. Okay, so it's the next day and I am ready to look at our ice cream. Let's get it out of the freezer. Ooh, it is chilly. Okay. You'll have to bear with me a little bit because I'm running out of hands. That looks delicious. It looks like it's set really nice. Don't worry that there's a little bit of this ice here. It's just probably condensation from the raspberries, I think. Okay. It's probably worth leaving a little bit of time so it can melt a little bit before you try and scoop. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh, that looks very nice. Okay, now to give it a little bit of a try. Ooh, extreme close up. That is nice.